Motorcycle Retro Racing reports from Ascot Park in Gardena. This is the Gardena Gold Cup. This is flat track racing on the half mile, AMA sanctioned racing. Friday, April the 8th of 1983. We're looking at part one of the AMA weekend. Motorcycles also ran their TT Steeplechase Championship on Saturday night. We'll do a separate retro racing report for that one right after we finish this one. So be sure to look for that. There will be a link for that down in the comments. Be sure to put your comments in there. A lot of folks that came up through the motorcycle ranks to run with the sprint cars and such. We have the complete results from the junior, novice, and expert rider ranks. All of the heat races and the main events are shown. There we go. Ascot highlights by Roxy Rockwood. We're at round 3 for our weekly half-mile racing, and we have only one proven winner. It's rookie Pete Hames from Simi Valley on the Harry Foster-tuned Harley-Davidson. The long, lean, and tall teenager further proved his new ability to ride in the expert class last Friday when he came from 9th place in the first lap of the final to go on and score another impressive win. Going into tonight's races, young Hames will run up against some seasoned experts that'll be racing here for the first time this season, but have raced at Ascot many times in the past. His win streak, now the longest in dirt track racing anywhere in this yet early season, now stands at 6 straight, counting heats, trophy dashes, and main events. He has yet to lose a single race at Ascot this year. Hames has won past Gardena Gold Cup half miles as a novice, a junior, and now tries to become the first ever to win in all 3 classes. Alex Jorgensen, our defending TT champ in tomorrow night's National, has twice won the Expert Gold Cup final, the only rider to ever lay claim to this long-standing event. Rich Harnez was the Expert winner last year, but he took a long sliding crash on opening night 2 weeks ago into the crash wall coming off of turn number 2 and may not be ready tonight to try for his second victory. New number 1, Ricky Graham, won this race in 1981 and has raced only one half-mile event this year. It was down in Florida, where he came up the winner at the line for a well-deserved victory. So, our young Mr. Hames has his work cut out for him, but he has shown some veteran form on several occasions this year. That was especially true in his come-from-behind win last week. He learned his oval racing right here at Ascot and on the nearby Corona track, which is totally different and shorter than the track of champions in Gardena. Don't look for him to be much of a threat tomorrow night, as we have at least a dozen riders entered that have won national TT events. This will be Pete's second attempt at national TT racing, having failed to qualify for the final in his first attempt down in Houston last February. However, he has an excellent chance of being one of those riders that qualify for the 25-lap final. Perhaps he'll be the only rookie that will make it. His big test on the half mile comes next month here in the first national half mile of the year, which is May 7th. He has only 15 riders that have won national half miles to contend with on that night, which will be the first big night ever for this potentially fine rookie. Well, that's the story of the Ascot highlights from Roxy Rockwood. Pete Hames did wind up qualifying second quick on the night for Friday night, but while leading, he slid out and crashed and finished 12th in the expert main event. That was a 15-lap event, which wound up being won by Steve Moorhead out of Findlay, Ohio. There we go. There's a link to the TT event from the following night. The difference between the flat track and TT is that flat track is on the oval and the TT event has both right and left turns not to be totally confused with Motocross championships.